Yes, I. So this is Chucky Bantam representing Don Sinclair and the Unruly Coolie on YouTube. Seen? Subscribe. Don't forget, subscribe. See? Alright, so we have in the house the multi-talented, the great Alison Mason.
I'm never PM, you know. Greetings and honor and respect and love. This is me, Alison Mason, here, of course, representing each and every time for Don Sinclair, Unruly Coolie, YouTube, and of course, Shining Stars. Bless up.
Yes, big up yourself, Alison Mason. So how's your journey down here this afternoon?
The journey down here was fine. It's great. You know, I've been here a couple of times and I really enjoyed the experience here at YouTube.
Okay, beautiful. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, shall we?
Alright, go on.
Okay, so let's talk about your music history, shall we? Right, tell the people then who don't actually know about your music history.
Yes, Chucky B. You know, as you can see, I'm CEO of Shining Stars Entertainment. But before that, I did have my own little musical journey in the 90s, way back. 94, I released an album for Norman Twinkle Brothers Grant called Wailing, and we followed it up in 96 with Ism Schism. And I also recorded for Ariwa, Mad Professor, One Pot for Divas in Roots. And you know, in those days, the early 90s, I used to do a lot of harmonies and warm-ups for artists. I've toured with Joseph Hill Culture, spent 6 weeks with him touring Europe. I've toured with Mighty Diamonds, Max Romeo, of course the Twinkle Brothers, Little Roy, Errol Dunkley, many artists.
Wow. Yeah, big artist. We never know that. You keep that one secret.
Yes, you know, some people know me through music, some through acting, theatre. It all depends how they met me, and I'm not one to go and say, oh, with this, that. If you know me through music, you know me through music. But you know, all the musicians, you know, I've toured with them many years, and it's been a great journey, yeah. And I'm proud to say I've got 2 albums and records released, yeah.
Wicked. Yeah, man, that's an accolade there. Big up yourself. Okay, so while you was talking there, you mentioned TV and film and theatre.
Yeah.
So give us a rundown. What you've been into? What have you actually done?
Alright, Chucky B. Well, respect. Television, I've been blessed to have my own show on TVJ, which for those of you who don't know is Television Jamaica. It's like ITV, it comes in everybody's house. And I did a show called Win Win, which I presented for 2 years between 2007 and 2009. And you have to call in. If you answer the question correct, you win the money. It was that type of show. I've also done television for TV6, which is Trinidad and Tobago. And I also presented a show called Quiz Time for them, which I really enjoyed. Live television is not easy because you've got the earpiece, you've got the director telling you where to go, what to do. And with that type of format, you actually had to speak non-stop for the whole hour. But I really enjoyed doing it, especially Win Win. We was on 3 nights a week for 1 hour for 2 years. So I really enjoyed doing that. Film now, I've been blessed also to have been given some parts in Another Hood, which was a really successful movie with Adam Deacon, Richard Blackwood, and all those guys. I was just in the introduction with Charles Tomlin, and we were playing like the typical yardie couple, and we were fighting, and Levi Roots was playing his guitar, singing on the wall, and I came along and I broke up his guitar, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed doing that. Then I did another movie called It's a Lot, which was most of the same gang from Another Hood, Femi and his crew doing that. And we did, again, I just did a couple scenes with my great friend Richie Campbell, who's doing great things at the moment. And then years ago, I did a movie called Notting Hill. Wow. I was just on background, you know, so that's my film. And then theatre now. Theatre is something that I really love. I've been a member of Blue Mountain Theatre for over 12 years. I did my first play in '96, that was with Devon Morgan and Charles Tomlin. I did one with Wayne Rollins, Boops too. And I've just done many theatre plays up and down the country. We did a 6-night a week run for 4 weeks at the Courtyard Theatre. That was doing Black Spartacus, the story of Toussaint Louverture. That was a serious play, you know. So I enjoy not just doing the typical Jamaican comedies. I also like to do straight theatre. I've done script in hand performances at like Bristol Old Vic, and I could go on, but I won't.
Wow. I'm mesmerized and gobstuck. I didn't even know. A long time I know, but I never ever know. Yeah, it's surprising. You'll probably be surprising quite a few of the viewers as well, because I presume half of them didn't actually know how busy you are and how busy you've been. Wow. Wow. Okay, so radio.
Yes, Jackie.
All right, so you used to be a radio DJ, right?
That's well, I'm gonna clarify.
All right, tell them.
Yeah, because I don't want to really offend a person who is a radio DJ who actually buys records and collects records and, you know, invests into it. I'm a presenter. I began doing radio again in the 90s with Sugar Dread. That was when POWERJAM was the #1 community station, and we did a family show every Sunday between 6 and 9. And it was an award-winning show. Sugar Dread was the radio DJ, and I used to do the Wiki Wacky Club, which was a club for the children where we do talent shows and we edify the youths. I did Black History. I had to do my acts of faith, read out my poetry, do all the dedications. In those days, the adverts were on cassette, and we used to have to line up the adverts one by one and play the ads. And then, you know, things progressed. I have to give props to the late great Sir Tony Williams. We've done a couple restricted 28-day license radio shows like BRI FM and Rockers FM. That was also with Sugar Dread. And most lately, and what quite a few people might know about me, is I do a Saturday show on GN Radio. That comes through the Sky Television channel 0185 and also on DABdigital over here in the UK. And I do a weekly show where I interview a different artist. It could be mostly the reggae artist, but it could be an actor, a writer, or something like that. But I really do enjoy presenting.
Well, funny you said that actually, because I've been told a lot about this Shining Stars show. Yeah, this Shining, it's quite a popular show. You know, plus you have a live feed as well.
That's right, yes.
You've got the great Andrew Slowly.
Yeah, he goes Facebook Live for me as well.
Wicked. Yeah, man, that's nice. Yes, good. You know, spreading the word.
That's right, Chucky.
Yeah, man. Right, you've also done voiceovers, so I can see.
Yes.
Tell us something about the voiceovers.
All right, well, a lot of people will maybe listen to the community radio stations and they'd have heard my voice guaranteed doing an advert or a jingle or whatever, but one that I'm really proud of, Chucky, is when the BBC asked me to be the voice of Mary Seacole.
Okay.
When they were raising the statue for her outside St. Thomas's, which was well overdue, I should say. But when they raised the statue for her, I was asked to provide the voice and the story of Mary Seacole, and I've also done some plays for BBC Radio 4 where they ask for soft Caribbean accents. And you know, it's just a blessing, and I really enjoy doing many different things. That's me. I like to be versatile.
Yes.
I don't like to be put into one box. I like to do many different things. Yeah, man.
Yes, so I've been told. You're also, they call you a hostess, right? You're the hostess of the mostess.
Yes.
Yes, so every other week you will see Alissa Mason on stage hosting some kind of show. She busy like busy signal, me not lie. Straight. Okay, Shining Stars. The backdrop.
Yes, man.
Shining Stars.
Love it.
You were told this is your baby.
Shining Stars is our baby.
How did Shining Stars come about? Tell the whole world, let them know.
Alright. Well, Shining Stars came about when me and the other co-founder of it, Andrew Slowly, we were reasoning about, you know, what we want to do within the music industry over here. And we said, you know, let's start a collective, let's do our thing. Because I've got the experience in music on both sides of the fence, managing as well as performing, and you know what it's like. You want to treat an artist well, and the artist to feel that they're being appreciated for their craft as well. And then we were going back and forth with names. I wanted stars. I said definitely stars have to be in there. And then Andrew said shining, and we said yeah, Shining Stars, and you know it just came out like that. And we said okay. And we just went from strength to strength, putting on our own events. We've done 3 Shining Star shows. We've done shows, fundraisers for Dominica. We've done fundraisers for Grenfell. We've done our very own Chucky Banton and Friends. We've done Andrew Slowly and Friends. We've done Valentine's shows. You know, we put on quite a few events so far. We've done quite a few Catch a Fires at the Ritzy Brixton as well as Hootenanny. And I really enjoy hosting. I really enjoy being the CEO of this dynamic group. I mean, we've got Andrew Slowly, the singer man, Chucky Banton, CC Foster, Clarks, Abkakaba, Urkel, Dennis Brown, Dadrian Tomlin, Sydney Prince, AOD, Candy Silk, Rob Radix, and Leanna Ferguson. Shining Stars, we are a collective. We are a ready-made stage show. With the hostess, we've got the artists, we've got dancers, we've got comedians. It's a full show, it's a package. We've got the radio DJ, we've got everything all in one, you know?
We have everything. It's a family affair on
Family, family.
Okay, look, so we're not going to hold you up for too long. So can I ask you?
Yes.
What's your thoughts about what Don Sinclair and Unruly Cooley is doing in relation to the music business as a whole?
Yeah.
Not just the artists, but radio presenters, actors. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I have to say a bless up to Don Sinclair and Unruly Cooley for bringing it to the people, because, you know, YouTube is a name that everybody knows. You know, it's got a prestige to it. We say, you know, we're going to YouTube. It's like, okay, things are happening. You know, so we have to say props and big props going out to Don Sinclair and Unruly Cooley for giving us the platform here at YouTube so that we can come whatever you come from. You know, we are shining stars. We are shining stars. We're coming here. We're getting the platform, the exposure, and it's a blessing. And we say big up and bless up every time to Don Sinclair and Unruly Cooley, the cameraman, all of you. You know, respect you.
On that note, this is Chucky Banton for Uncooley Rooley and Rooley Cooley. Don Sinclair.
Unruly Rooley. Unruly Cooley.
So this is Chucky Banton for Unruly Cooley and Don Sinclair. See? Subscribe. Every time.